Hello everybody, Здравствуйте! Here we go, we are in the game. We just had some loading problems, someone didn't load in, but there we go, we are in the draft. The game is xGame, formerly known as xGame.kz, but now of course xGame and Cleave on the other side. I also see here and there some new names, so yep, apparently some lineup changes have been made even for those teams. Which is, yeah, definitely interesting, but of course we have old names there. Mantis, Whatthefucker, Gasha, Reeves is there, we have Roger, Hakon, it's all good, but wow, okay, we get someone I don't know, like two nice dashes. Who is that player? Maybe someone in the stream knows, but yeah, I'm really sorry guys, there is no Russian stream, but I hope you will still stay here, since it's the only stream for the game, pretty much. I don't know where the Russian streamers are, but they are pretty much slacking. Maybe they are on summer vacations, but yeah. Unfortunately, HeflaTV does not provide Russian cast. We only have German, Romanian, and English cast. Either way, we hop into the game and we have the first ban stage through. Doom and Whisper getting banned out by xGame. They don't want to see that. And on the other side, we have the big fat Tide Hunter, no Ravages coming, and of course, the absolute 100% ban pick guy, the poor Lycan. He doesn't get into the game, but xGame, they watched a bit too much TI, I guess, and they pick up the Razor. But then again, Cleave, they go for a nice combination. Skyroth Mage plus Center Warner, and I love this combination just for the fact that the Ancient Seal plus the Double Edge, it's just insane. Level 4 Double Edge, we have a 400 damage nuke, magical damage that is, what most people don't know, plus the seal, which is 45% on max points. So you can just figure out how much damage it does. It is an insane nuke, and therefore, yeah, let's hope they get to play it. We actually casted yesterday a Skyroth Mage plus a Centaur Warner, but unfortunately they never really did that combination, like Double Edge plus Seal. They never got it into play, but maybe Cleave, they're relying on that one. Either way, Batrider on the other side. That means we have a lasso initiation. The question is now, where does the Batrider go? I mean, potentially we have already the two candidates for the offline, the Centaur Warner on the offline and the Batrider on the other side. That would definitely make sense. The Razor could be, of course, in the mid, but then again, we might also be on the safe lane. We have to see what Cleave is actually picking for their mid and if it works out. I mean, Razor can zone out a lot of heroes out of mid, therefore, yep, it's definitely a nice option we got there. And, well, the second ban stage is starting. xGame, they don't want to have the Weaver. Okay, that's, I guess, reasonable. It's the little bug. Some teams just don't like him. You can transition pretty fast into damage once you get like some HP, some stats up. Like Lincoln's Rush is still very common on the Weaver. And yep, Cleave, they don't want to have an Invoker. Like, I don't know when I've seen the last time a Whatthefucker or Mantis Invoker. Like, I know both of them played. We've seen actually next KC, they played the Invoker mid and even had a safe lane Invoker, like as far as I remember, but that was all before the TI. We don't know how much they actually practiced, if they practiced together and whatnot, so let's see. And the chat is going crazy with Russian stuff. Like, guys, it takes ages to translate that. But it's fine. I mean, after all, these are two CIS teams, so I shouldn't be surprised that there's so many CIS viewers. But yeah, unfortunately, no Russian stream. So you just have to suffice with me. Either way, the second bunch stage is through. We are going into the third and the fourth pick, and we have the Brewmaster being banned out. I love it because I just hate the hero as such. I hate to commentate him, I hate to play him, and I hate to play against him. So there's so much hate coming towards the Panda when it comes to me. So yeah, no Panda. And on the other side, they also ban a Puck. So I mean, Puck and Invoker would have been two options for the mid if the Razor actually goes on the safe lane. But yeah, they don't want to see that. It's a pretty one-sided pick in my opinion, but then again, why not? Skyroth Mage, Shadow Demon, both would be very vulnerable against the Puck if he actually gets an opening with a Blink Dagger, Waning Rift, because then we don't have, for example, the Disruption, which could buy some time for some sort of counter-strike. But let's see. Shadow Demon is coming out. We have not really a good synergy yet with the Shadow Demon. I mean, the Soul Catcher is really nice because we have already the Seal. Now we have the Soul Catcher. There's 2 abilities who amplify damage. We have the Centaur Warrior who could follow up after Disruption. Maybe even the Skywrath Mage, even though if you do the Mystical Flare directly after a Disruption, it's very likely the target just gets like half of the damage because you can still run out easily unless you're blocked in by the illusions. But let's see. We have Ember Spirit, so that's our candidate for the mid. And he should do okay-ish against a Razor. Then again, Razor can zone him out pretty fast just with the static link, and I don't know. Like if that Razor is really in the mid, we have to see how the Ember is doing. It's not a very even setup, but if played correctly, the Ember should do okay-ish. Earthshaker is coming out for next KC, I was about to say, but xGame now. I have to actually get that name in my head. Like when teams change names, oh my god, it's always hard for me. But yeah, xGame it is now, and the Earthshaker is coming out, which means we have another stun. And actually, it's pretty interesting because with the Batrider initiation and like a nice blocking Fissure, you can drag people over the Fissure, so the other team can't really respond to it. I love that combination, but it has to be very well executed. So let's see what the Earthshaker actually does. Also, there are some nice new opportunities after the patch 6.81 by blocking creeps. I mean, you can't pull the creeps anymore in the Ancients with Fissure, obviously, but you can still hold back the creep waves pretty nice, actually, if you do it correctly, and that gives sometimes at least the mid or the offline a nice advantage. But yeah, we have to we have to see. No, I'm not saying Blyat Zucker and Ahoy. Oh wait, I just did. Either way, Shadow Shaman is coming out. Yep, I was wondering when he comes because the Shadow Shaman is one of those heroes that is, I don't know, like instead of the Lycan, I feel like the Shadow Shaman would sometimes be a better ban, because like so many people just play him and he's always successful with it. Like I think the Shadow Shaman has at the moment like one of the highest win rates at all, because Mass Serpent Wards, you can use them very versatilely. You can use them in Roshan, in the team fights, against towers, buildings, whatsoever. And the good thing about the Mass Serpent Wards is that regardless what's happening, like even if there's an all-out fight, the Mass Serpent Wards, they still go for the buildings, and by the time the fight is over, regardless of the outcome of the fight, but the Mass Serpent Wards did the damage, and if you even win the fight, then the wards still stand, and you can even follow up on the buildings. So the damage is just insane. And I haven't even mentioned, of course, the Hex, the Shackle, and the Aether Shock, which is a pretty nice harass in lane. Like we see a lot of Shadow Shamans going, skipping completely Hex, just going for level 1 Shackle, and then Aether Shock, or even the other way around, and max it all the way just for the harass. It's a nice magic and nuke, but let's see. The third ban stage is coming through, Wraith King getting banned, and the Viper on the other side. Viper I can totally understand, you don't want to have that tanky hero against you. On the Wraith King, okay, that's something that could have happened, but no, not really, to be honest. But now we have to see, like I think Cleave could use another core, of course, for the safe lane, and so could xGame. So both teams in need of, I don't know, either they go full out push, but I mean Cleave's setup looks really like they want to fight relatively early with Skywrath Mage, Shadow Demon, Centaur Warrior. We have to see how fast the Blink Daggers come out. I mean, after all, we have at least 3 heroes, maybe even 4, that are interested in... Oh god, I have to sneeze. I'm so sorry about this. My mute button was too far away. Oy, oy, oy. But yeah, Centaur Warrior, Batrider, Earthshaker, they're all 3 interested in a Blink Dagger, and maybe even the Shadow Shaman sooner or later wants to have one. But of course, Batrider, Centaur Warrior, those are the 2 first candidates for a Blink Dagger, and let's see how fast it comes out. I mean, the Batrider has, to be honest, should be, at least on paper, a bit faster because he has the option of jungling. The Centaur Warrior not so much, but yeah, Cleave is deciding for the Mirana, which means we have a Moonlight Shadow, we have an Arrow now, and the Arrow comes along with the Disruption. It's actually quite interesting because the third pick was a Shadow Demon, and xGame they decided not to ban the Mirana, which means now we have actually an awesome setup. We have Shadow Demon, Disruption into Arrow of the Mirana, and if there's any follow-up, we still have chains to lock people in place. We have the Hoof Stomp, we have a Double Edge, that all is of course with either Seal or the Soul Catcher, and even the Mystical Flare can come out. So this is a very, very sick combination. And xGame, they pick really greedy. Like with Mantis on the Spectre, they have to get that Spectre through. But Spectre can be ganked really, really fast by all this magic and nukes. Like, this Spectre has to be protected at all costs. Like, getting the Spectre through will be a hard task for xGame. But then again, if the Spectre gets through, maybe even with the Radiance Rush, then Skyrath Mage, Shadow Demon, and even the Mirana, they're gonna have a lot of problems. Because, like, all those three heroes, they don't have too much of a HP pool. And that means, yeah, quite some danger coming there from the Spectre. Even if you nuke her, like, the dispersion damage will be very, very high. But let's say no, Dread goes streams about. No, won't happen. Dread is not streaming. We're focusing only on Gigabyte challenge now, and later Dread can go stream. Either way, we are in the game. Just swapping to my HUD, and we're gonna introduce the teams. Here on the Dire side, we're gonna have Mantis on the Spectre, as I already said. What the fuck is gonna play the Razor? Dubolum playing the Batrider Reeves on the Shadow Shaman, and Gasha playing the Earthshaker. With, by the way, a really nice set. I like this set. Like with the horns, definitely cool. And what courier do we have here? Whoops. Whoa. I actually like this one. The Minicat. Origato. Either way, on the other side we have Sima the Slayer on the Ember Spirit. Then in the mid, Kinga. I hope that's correctly pronounced. Kinga on the Mirana in the mid. That's something I did not expect at all. Top we actually have the guy, which name I can't pronounce at all because it's just a shit name, I have to say. Roger is playing the Shadow Demon, and his guy with the unknown name next to him, the Skyrath Mage, and of course we have Hakon on the Santa Warner. And now, I mean, both teams are looking for something, but they're not really finding anything, and I don't know, I think those two will stand in the side. It's one of the oldest tricks in Dota 2. In CAS Dota we see this happening very often, actually. Like that they stay there in the secret shop, in the side shop, and just wait for someone to come. I mean, they have a slow, they have a disruption, and they have a hoof stomp follow-up. I mean, he did not skill the hoof stomp yet, but I guess that one will come out. We have a double damage rune being found by the Ember Spirit. It's a nice start, of course, for him. Even though, like, the Ember Spirit, he has to be careful, though, because, like, he needs at least level 6 first to get out with the Remnants, and until he's level 6, he might gather too many sticky napalm sticks, and then the Batrider actually might be able to kill him. Then again, well, let's see how it goes. What the fuck, already opening here with a static link. He actually, it was too short, like instant leap out, so level 1 leap already being skilled, and yeah, it was not enough to even soak a single point of damage, and therefore, let's see how this mid goes. It will be definitely interesting mid. Here top, well, nothing's backed on the center yet, and we have Mantis, and he's holding back because he knows something is wrong. Somewhere there have to be the supports, and there are some plinks coming out, and I don't know, the plinks are actually by the Shadow Demon, so let's see what's happening here. Both, we have the Spectral Dagger now up, of course, which is a nice escapability, and oh, Reeves, he's going for the harass, but he didn't even hit Hakon here. Hakon now picking up the hoof stomp. We soon have a huge clash here in that top lane. I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting for it. Where is it? Do they come? They're still hiding. Very patient. Very patient. In the meantime, Mantis, of course, not getting any farm. That's the biggest downside of this. He knows there is some sort of standoff. And to be honest, this is good for Cleave, because they just wait here. The supports don't want anyway, like, farm. And Hakon here, he's doing fine. 6-1 at the moment. He's doing even more now. 7-1. This is gonna be the 8-1. Yeah, he's doing absolutely fine. The lane is now soon being pushed, but oh, we have the first opening here. But yeah, Dubalom. There's more sticky napalm. That's stack number 5. Oh my god, he's getting so much damage. The stick being used, and it's not enough. He survives with 50 HP. Now Dubalom has to turn around, of course. And this pretty much also broke off the, like, little bait they had here top, because the Shadow Demon actually had go in. But yeah, Sima survives that whole thing. He's using a salve to come back full HP. 2 minutes in, and like, yeah, nothing really worked out, but exactly that happened what I expected. Like the Batrider, if there's too many sticky napalm stacks, Sima has to be careful. And now they're free top we have, actually. Yeah. If Rakon here gets a nice fissure in his face that blocks him across the lane, he might be caught in there for quite a while. But of course they have the Skyraf Mage in the background with the slow. He's level 2 now. How is it going in the mid? That's also pretty interesting. We have 6 and 1 on the Mirana, and what the fucker is 14 and 8. So at the moment the Razor clearly winning his lane. He's going even for a lot of right clicks. There came the arrow, just a short one for some harass, and now, yep, instant leap after he uses the static link. Unfortunately the static link and the leap, well, this is about, yep, the cooldown is a bit shorter, so theoretically if you go directly on cooldown with the static link, you, yeah, get the Mirana without the leap at least once after you use the leap. Therefore everything should be fine. But let's see, so far a lot of attempts to go for action, but nothing really worked out. Maybe now here in the mid we have a rotation, but yep, the concussive shot already came out. Razor is slowed, but there was no follow-up whatsoever. There was the Shadow Demon, but Roger without boots, he couldn't even possibly get close enough. On the bottom lane, how's it going? Dubalom, well, he has to be careful with his mana. Now there's a courier flying. That was actually Roger gave him one shot in the face, but the courier of course still surviving, getting microed now by Dubalom. He's actually, yeah, he's bottle crowing in the offlane. That should supply him with enough mana to go against the Ember Spirit. And Ember Spirit, let's see, Dubalom here finds Roger. There's the Firefly, and now does the Skyraf Mage come out? There's a disruption, but he should be still fast enough now. Oh, Batrider also being slowed, and what is he going for now? The Soul Catcher? It won't be enough on either side to go for kills. Okay, it's really nice, like 4 minutes and so many like little face-offs, but nothing really enough for a kill. Here in the mid though, the Mirana not really being happy, like 12 and 3 compared to what the fucker. He is on 27-10. 27-10, he's absolutely leading the CS at the moment. It looks really, really good for the Razor. Zoning out the Mirana. Mirana with really low HP, I don't know, like, he's not even going directly back to the base. He's waiting for the courier, and the courier there is gonna be boots and a bottle. So, yeah, bottle crowing also now on the Mirana. The Razor is doing pretty much the same. Do we actually have something similar on the Ember? No, the Ember is just sustaining himself there, and oh my god, Razor just got the kill. He got back with his newly bottle, but wow, with the plasma field, level 3 was that. Is enough for the first blood in the mid. That came absolutely unexpected. I thought the Mirana is gonna wait till he goes in, but no, he did not wait. Just one bottle charge was used, and now he just fed the Razor even more. So on top of all that CS, he gets a kill in the mid, looking really good for xGame. The first kill of course on the board, but just when it comes to farm, it's looking really good. The only downside of course of their setup is that Mantis is not getting a lot of farm, but now he's catching up at least a bit, because yeah, Rakon was thrown out of the lane, and Mantis now finally with the creep wave under his tower, he's managing 18 and 6. It's gonna be a bit more, so it's okay. As long as Spectre doesn't die, it should be all fine. And let's see, we have the Batrider actually stacking the jungle now. He has 500, almost 600 gold. Oh, but we have a go here on Reeves. He's being stunned, and with the Soul Catcher, the double edge will just finish him off. So that's a 1-1. Yep, they pull even here against this. That's, yep, definitely something Cleave needed. They have so many roaming supports which they can make something happening, and yep, it definitely worked out. We have a 2-3 build here on the center Warner, so let's see. He might actually find Gasha here, but without any support he won't get him at all. We have to see, what is the Razor going for? Like, he has Ring of Protection now in his stash. Okay, oh, but he has to be careful here. There's the disruption. And the arrow. It's under the tower. Now even the... Wow, what the fuck? That was some overextension. He's actually dying here in the mid. At the same time, we have the Ember Spirit killing the Shadow Shaman. So Cleave striking back here. And what the fuck? I don't know. That was a bit deep, that dive. Directly under the tier 1 tower. And of course he knows disruption will always end in an arrow of the Mirana. So Mirana getting her revenge on Waterfucker, and Waterfucker of course losing a lot of CS there as well. Mirana has the chance to catch up now. Oh, good. And we have a go here top. There's a disruption, there's the soul catcher, but oh my god, this Fisher is perfectly, but not Mantis is trying to get through. There is. Oh, he's trying to get that stun, but unfortunately he's already through the trees with the Spectral Dagger, so no way. He didn't even bother with that hoof stomp, it was just too far away. I guess he could have gone for the double edge harass, but then again, the Centaur does not have Tranquil Boots. He does not run Tranquil Boots, which means he does have no way to just go behind the tower and reach and fully up. Now the Batrider, I don't know, maybe he wants to go for something on the Skywrath Mage. He's getting now some experience. Of course, experience on the Skywrath Mage, you need it. You want that Mystical Flare, but now maybe we have to go here. The Remnant being used, he's slow, plus the chains, that's a lot. The Lasso being used, but now the Seal on top of it. I think maybe it's enough. No, there's the hacks. There is something flying after Dubalomo, and out they get the return kill here on the Ember. Nicely played. Also Mantis coming in. He was there at least for the XP and part of that kill. So yeah, it definitely helps. Another kill here for xGame. Definitely good. What the fuck are coming in now? He's level 8. His ultimate is not up yet. He goes for the full build. And that's also funny. 3 points in unstable current, because he knows that there are a lot of spells being spammed. For example, the Skywrath Mage, like spamming Arcane Bolt on what the fucker, it really hurts. It really hurts. And that is also the first tower going down here for xGame. Tier 1 bottom is not anymore. Now I have to take a sip of my beer, and then everything's fine. Ah, perfect. Beer's the best for voice directly after tea. But today is a good day. It's a summer day. It's damn hot. And I'm German, so I'm allowed to do that. Either way, so that we have the Ember Spirit being back to farming on his tier 2 tower, but it's not really working out for him. Every time he went aggressive, it just went the other way. And now we have to see top. Like, Cleave is really interested in ganking something top, but everything of xGame is in the mid at the moment. The rotation is coming. We have Gasha now with that Fisher. It can be really dangerous. And now, oh, Skywrath Mage and Shadow Demon. You don't want to be caught out here. If they have vision on it, and there is a nice Fisher coming, that is definitely nice. They still have a defensive disruption to save the day, but I don't know. I mean, they have a side ward here, so they know exactly what's coming in the side. Rakon has now the gold if he wants to pick up the Blink Dagger. Yeah, and there we go. Blink Dagger is up. I think it's the first one, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, so Rakon, after all, he was faster than the Batrider, even though the Batrider was now part of the kill on the Ember Spirit. But yeah, Batrider, I think 1,700 gold now with this camp stacked, even though it's Mud Golems. He should be fine after this camp, so the next Blink Dagger is coming out in the next minute for the Batrider, but it also takes some while. Oh, but Moonlight Shadow, what the fucker is the target here? He's slowed Arcane Ball, but Rakon, so low HP already. And now, what the fucker is actually getting out of here? But Mantis is coming in, so much damage here. Kinga, Mantis, who's winning that fight? No, my god, Mantis. Just short of a bit damage there, because there is a double damage, plus of course the short range arrow on Kinga. That is really unfortunate. In the end, what the fucker is going down, as well as Mantis, and the only thing they got for it was the Shadow Demon. I don't know, that was a really bad trade for them, because they lose both their cores. At least at the same time, we have the Master Wards in the mid, and Dubalom here, oh, he wants to go for Roger there. Where's the shock? The shock and the wards, they should do the rest. That's at least one kill, but Reeves is really low. Now we have Rakon coming in, but is he getting... Oh my god, the Mirana is coming in. That's a lot of damage. Yep, he's definitely dying. The Master Ward's still taking the tower, but it's still a okay-ish trade for Cleave here. They got Reeves for a Shadow Demon. The only downside is, of course, they lost the tower, but that's kind of normal. At least the tier 1 versus the wards. Mantis now, he finished Drums, Pullman Shield, and the Face Boot, so his farm is actually not as bad as it looked at the start. But of course, here under the tower against range creeps, he's losing some CS. But let's see. I mean, it's not quite a fast rush, but now, oh, Seema here versus Gasha. Oh, where's the stun? He needs the stun now, directly on the tower, but the Flame Guard is still ticking. Oh, Reeves, where's the Shackle? Where's the follow-up? There's the follow-up. What the fuck? After all, not a good trade. That's 40 seconds out for the Ember Spirit, and only that for a Gasha kill. That was definitely not worth it. A core for a support, even though he was alone there, but nice rotation by xGame. It's not quite even yet, it's 7-5, but xGame, they are striking back wherever they can. Now we have a smoke here on Cleave's side, and while nothing is really happening at the moment, I'm showing the crafts the first time out, even though, oh, they want to wrap around here on Mantis. Mantis is the target. If he gets in the hoof stomp, that might be dangerous. And Roger, there's the Stampede. He's using the Spectral Dagger. Now the question is, do they get the stun before he gets through? Yep, there's the stun, and there's the damage. Awesomely made. Like, this was crazy, but do you have a go top? Like, they could theoretically at least go for the tier 1 tower. I have to show the crafts a bit. Look at this XP craft. It's up and down all the time. Now the Master Rewards are coming out and the rotations of Cleave are coming out. But Duvalom already in, but he has no Firefly. Firefly in 2 seconds, and that, it did not drag him anywhere. The tower is going down, so I think xGame, they might go back. Oh, but what the fucker, directly in the arrow. Is there anything to follow up? What the fucker, so much damage. He's going down. Duvalom also really low. The Slide of Fist just getting him down to like 70 HP, but at least they get the turnaround on the Shadow Demon. And now Mantis wants that kill on Raccoon, but oh my god, they don't get it. They don't get it. Nice blink out by him. The other shock was still on cooldown, and Duvalom did not have a flame break ready either. So yep, Raccoon getting out, but the Ember Spirit, he's still there, and now he has to run away from 4 people of xGame. He's running towards the enemy jungle, but I don't think he's safe there. He has 8 seconds on his TP, but they don't know where he is, so he can go out easily. So pretty interesting fight. I mean, pretty much down the line we have to say still a small advantage for xGame, because they trade fairly even, plus they get a tower again. So when it comes to gold, and we have to look at the gold craft, xGame is doing absolutely fine. Like, this is almost 7.5k gold lead for xGame, and the Embers. How did that just happen? Mantis really low here in the jungle, getting killed by the Ember Spirit solo. So after all, oh, but in the mid, Stampede is coming out. What the fuck? A silence. Mystica Flare, so much damage, but he's still alive. Duvalom, does he find anything? Reeves still not dead, but now Racon's Hoof Stomp takes him out. Oh, and there we have the initiation here. Roger being just held in place, but there's no follow-up because of the Moonlight Shadow, but it's gonna fade pretty much soon. Roger, he's still standing in the fire. Nice Fisher there, but oh my god, Kinga wants to kill on the Earthshaker. He gets it, but he has to die for it. What the fuck, are not going down, but now the Arcane Bolt is following him. He's trying to heal up with the Bottle Charges. Yes, it is enough. This is, after all, only a level 2 Arcane Bolt. So, yeah, still a better trade for xGame. Or actually, it was, if you consider that Mantis died in the enemy jungle, it was sort of an even trade, but this engagement here in the mid was a 3 for 2, plus Mantis of course top, so Cleave still stays 2 kills ahead, but yep, they're doing both really fine. But now Reeves, oh, nice opening here on Seema, and the Master Rewards doing the job, but oh, it's not enough. 140 HP, I can't even believe that. I can't believe that he actually survived that. He's using the Remnant and then he's just going back. What the fuck? In the meantime, he has to be careful there. If there's some sort of rotation, Raccoon maybe tries to do something. He has still... Blink Dagger would be available now, but what the fuck? Oh, he cancelled his TP. They want to go because there's reinforcements coming. There's Duvalom and Gasha both being smoked now. Oh god, this is gonna be really bad. Now Raccoon. Oh, where's the lasso? Where's the lasso? No lasso is coming out. It's still on cooldown. Oh my god. Gasha, no Fisher, no nothing. The arrow is flying. It's not going to connect to anything, but I think they should have waited those 7 seconds. Those 7 seconds were just the difference between kill or not kill. Kill or not kill? This is the question. Either way, I think that was a really wasted smoke. Like, not... I mean, that is 100 gold down for smoke. That's 135 for the interrupted TP on What the Fucker. And in the end, nothing led to anything. But Reeves here for a solo smoke. This guy is on fire. He really wants to make things happen. And Seema, the Slayer, is again the target. Now, oh, there's the lasso. Is Reeves there? Hacks. Do they have vision? Yep, there's the Sentry Wall. And this time it's definitely enough. That was even a bit overkill. That was even another Shackles. Level 1 Shackles waiting. By the way, I've been mentioning in the draft that some of the Rastas, they completely skipped the hacks, but here it's actually the other way around. He went for level 3 hacks and just level 1 shackles, so it's pretty interesting, I have to say. It's the other way around usually, but I mean, it works out for him. So 12-11 at the moment here. Like, xGame still 1 kill behind, but when it comes to farm and everything, they're still doing okay. They have a small XP lead, and a very stagnating graph. Like, they are always around the 7k, 6k gold lead, but it stands like this, like no progress in either direction, and therefore, let's see. I think like an all-out team fight or Roshan is gonna decide like at least the graphs, like how it stands with the graphs. Biggest problem is, I think Cleave, they are in a good shape to contest this Roshan. Like, they have Moonlight Shadow, they have a lot of magical burst, they have a nice initiation with the Center Warner, so going for Roshan is a very risky thing to do for xGame, and therefore we have to be really, really careful. And I don't know, they just stand here behind the tower. Now there's a line being drawn, they want to get Waterfucker, but also he's getting more and more tanky. We see he's gonna go for that Ganem Scepter build. He really wants it. Like, Mechanism, of course, up, Point Booster. He's going through the river. Oh god, this might be bad. This might be bad, because they see him, they stun him. There's the arrow, Mystical Flare, everything. Dubalom is going in, but he's also now getting slowed. There is a disruption. And, oh, the chains not hitting. Mantis Illusion, he doesn't even go to anything. But now, Roger, oh, what a nice flame break. He finds himself here around the Ancients now. Reeves with the Mass Serpent Wards. Rakon is not yet dead, but, oh, it's very nice. With the Mass Serpent Wards, he gets him down, and, wow, what a standoff. Roger is still being here. The Ancients, is he seen? Oh my god, Mantis. No, now he sees him. There's no force stuff whatsoever. Mantis, there we go. He finds Roger. There is a disruption. He's fooling him. Now he's trying to go back. Oh my god, he's cancelled it, but yeah. The Mass Serpent Wards finishing that job. Not just the job, they also finished the Ancients. I don't know, that was pretty crazy. I think Roger, like, he was not detected. Like, if he wanted, I think he could have sent himself there, TP, and just TP'd out safely, but in the end, Mantis is happy. Mantis just gets a kill here, even though it cost him a lot of HP, but sure, he's going for the diffuser plate. And actually, I like the diffuser plate as such, because Shadow Demon and Skywrath Mage, they have some mana issues, as well as the Centaur. Look at Centaur's mana pool. Like, this is 403 mana, 130 costs the Hoofstorm, so assuming he gets one Hoofstorm through, like, some diffuser hits, and he won't get a second one. Now, oh, there's a lasso on the Marana here. Static Cling, the stuns, Gasha, the Fisher will finish the entire thing. He also stood, of course, there in fire, and all those people who know World of Warcraft, never stand in fire. It's always bad. You're always gonna die. Either way, what the fuck in the mid? He even used Eye of the Storm for this entire thing. I mean, why not? It is a very low cooldown, but wow, Skywrath Mage getting Reeves solo kill here top. It went so fast with the Mystical Flare. Unfortunately, it takes, of course, out all the mana after Skywrath Mage, but yeah, Reeves, I don't know. He was really on fire all the time, but now his HP pool is, of course, not growing. He went for Arcanes, for Blink Dagger Rush, and the rest is just wards. Unfortunately, wards are very important, but they don't boost your HP as such, and therefore we have to be careful. Dubalom here, he's waiting for someone to come, maybe on the tier 1 tower, but the problem is level 2 Flaming Lasso, 70 seconds cooldown, he still got 15 seconds to wait. Rakon in the meantime farming in the jungle. He got enough HP regen by now. Of course, he went after all still for the Tranquil Boots, has now Ring of Health, which means he needs another 700 gold, and he has at least the HUD ready now. Oh, do we have? Nope, no chains on the Racer. That might actually be interesting, because we have Roger there, we have Rakon, and yeah, that's definitely interesting. What is the Shadow Demon going for? Urn is coming out. Okay, that definitely helps him, of course, with his mana, boosting some of his HP pool up there as well. But in the mid, what the fuck, has to be really, really careful, because even the Skywrath Mage now joined this entire hunt here. What the fuck are going back in the mid? They're blinking it because they see it here. This ward, actually, this ward, really nice, but whoa! Mirana just getting Mantis kill here. He found him farming that stack, and the arrow just killed him just right away. And oh, what the fuck are being stunned with the Mystical Flare? Everything is coming out. He didn't even get to use his mech. He died faster than he could use mech, but now Rakon being pulled back. There's a defensive disruption. Reeves, oh my god, the Moonlight Shadow, he's still visible under the tower. Now the chains on both of the supports, they're so low. There's an arrow flying, but well, they just dodge it by an inch. So in the end, it's a 2-for-1 trade if you take Mantis' death here in consideration. So in the mid, it's a 1-1, but of course Mantis being down, farming the jungle, it really hurts. it really hurts because Mantis is the one who needs the farm. And now, oh my god, King of finding here a haste rune. Haste rune on a Mirana is really a dangerous thing. He's a bit lucky with the wards, I have to say. With the runes, I mean. He found like 3 times already a double damage rune. Each time he gets some nice support skill with it. Plus, of course, we have now a haste rune on a Mirana. It's also pretty nice to chase some of the supports that might be out of mana. And let's see. I don't know what they're going for. 18-15. We're in a 22nd minute, guys. My Russian friends. We have to look at the graphs again. XP, it's pretty much plus minus 0 all the way. When it comes to gold, look at this. Like 10 minutes ago. Oh, we have. Oh my god, they're gonna go on Kinga. Kinga with the haste rune. It won't be enough. No, oh, the stick being used, and now he's just out. It was not enough damage. Wow, that was beautifully played. Like, as soon as he was out of the shackles, he used his stick and just leaped out. That's a bit the downside when you have only 1 point in shackles, like Reeves. That's why I just didn't agree with the with the shackle build. I mean, it's 3.5 seconds. Oh, nice! Echo Slam here on Rakon. Where's the shackle? There's the shackle, but they don't even need it. That was the shortest shackle of his life, because the Fisher just finishing off Rakon. Therefore, easy peasy for them. And now the Skywrath Mage being alone here. Oh, Roger. Self-disruption for now. There is, of course, fire on top of him. Does he find him? Does he find him? Don't even need to find him now. With what the fucker? Oh, there is an arrow, but the arrow not hitting on anything. He's still getting so much damage from the Mystical Flare. Dubalom is actually going down. Now, what the fucker? Being chased. There's still... Oh my god, still so much damage. The mech was already out. In the end, it's a double kill for the Ember. And now Mantis. He's trying to do something, but Gasha... Oh god, he aimed for the hero. In the end, it's not enough. They need some vision, they need some dust. We have sentry wards on Reeves, but Reeves was not even close here. Gasha as such, oh, actually he also has sentry wards, but they decided not to go for it. There came a sentry ward out, but it was of course too far away already for the Ember. In the end, it's a 1-for-2 trade, because the Shadow Demon still went down. But yeah, Cleave is just trading better when it comes to direct engagements. So I don't know, like, where xGame is going with it, because... I mean, on paper, like Eraser plus Mantis farming, like the late game should be fairly decent still for xGame. Problem is, if you lose too much at the start, I don't know, the Ember might actually come online faster than you can. And Cleave also has some nice capability of like turtling out certain events, like when they want to go for a push, all they have to do is get the wards down, and that's pretty much it. Rakon can tank a lot. We have the Ember, of course, Sleight of Fist now level 4, he's almost level 16, so we have also the last set of Remnants coming there. We have the Shadow Poison being spammed, also level 4, so they actually have quite some nice counter push as well, if correctly done. But now we have a wraparound here, 4-man smoke, and they actually might find Mantis and Reeves. If they find initiation... Oh, Mantis farming here, they know it because the dust is gone. Who do they want to... Oh, Mantis is getting out there. Reeves, he's standing in the Mystical Flare. Oh, Roger, so much damage for Roger. Mantis actually gets that kill, but now, my goodness, Mantis going downhill. He's still there, but Rakon, it's not enough damage. Not yet. Mantis is getting even that kill. Mantis still being alive. How did he do that? Now Gasha going here for Sima the Slayer, but oh, he doesn't have the Fisher. But we have Dubalom here getting Kinga in the lasso. In the end, it started so nice for Cleave here, but this is a 3-for-1 trade, and I don't know how Mantis did that, but this guy is getting out with like 20 HP out of this fight, and this means now we actually might have at least some push on the tower. It's only 1 creep left, and this creep wave and a new one is already coming. The tower as such already having 20% damage taken, and the respawns are coming soon, so I don't think they will capitalize too much on this one. But still, when it comes to kills, experience and gold, this fight was definitely worth it, plus the fact that Mantis did not die. Maybe now in the mid we have a go, but there is... Oh my god, Reeves, he just hacks a creep. Oh my goodness, Reeves not in the best day of his Shadow Shamans, but I know Reeves, he played a lot of Rastas already. Like, I casted this guy probably 50 times already. I know he plays an amazing Rasta, But today, it's not really his day. He's getting caught out a lot, sometimes really unlucky with a level 1 shackle. It did not work out. Like twice people got already really low HP away. Now he was dying in almost all those fights, and I don't know, even now hexing that creep instead of the Ember. Bad, bad, bad. But let's see, 27 minutes in, we have to look at the graphs again. xGame now, okay, advancing a bit with their experience lead, but yeah. They made it one step forward. They finally broke the 7.5 mark when it comes to gold, but this was just like a 500 gold lead gain or something. Cleave is still absolutely fine here. They even have 1 kill lead still, but let's see. I mean, it's still a Spectre, and a late game Spectre is something very, very scary, something you really have to be aware of. But now I think it's smoke time. They make sure with the sentry ward that there is no observer. And there we have it. The courier here, the flying cat, bringing the smoke. And now the question is, where do they go? One candidate would be the Skyref Mage if they find him, and everything else, everyone else is top. Now we have to see Seema. Does he have a defensive? No, he does not have a defensive remnant. Now they find him. There's the hex. There is everything. Moonlight Shadow already being used, but oh, so much damage now. The Mystical Flare. Oh, Echo Slam as well. Raccoon is going down first. Now everything is going mad. Mantis here getting just nuked down just by right clicks, but Mirana has to leap out. Roger, do they have vision? There's a new sentry. Is there a hex? There is a hex, so the Mirana dying as well, and Roger being pursued here. Mantis wants to come in to get that kill, and I think, yeah, Mantis will be successful with that kill. Seema is coming back. He knows there's some low HP heroes they might want to get, but he's gonna be found here by the wards. He's losing so much HP. Now, what? Oh my god, that was so close. So close. I mean, he still had the Flame Guard on, which absorbed here the magical damage from the plasma field. But still, like one big right click of the Razor, and that would have been so, so close. We have an invisibility rune on Skyref Mage. Maybe he finds Mantis here. That might be sick. He's going there. He wants to wait for Mantis. This is exactly what you need. This is exactly what you need. Where is it? Slow. And there we go. Perfectly done. He's TPing out. He doesn't want to go for the courier. And that's perfectly done. In the end, it is a free for free. With the Skyref Mage just finding this kill, it just was a free versus free trade, so it was definitely worth it. And a Skyref Mage finding that kill on Mantis, 100% worth it. 100% worth it. This is also level 13 for the Skyref Mage. High value kill here. Poor little Mantis dying. Like he was, yep, just a bit too confident on his way back. He did not expect a Skyref Mage coming out of invisibility, just nuking him away. We are 30 minutes into the game, and guys, it's looking as equal as it could. But now in the mid, maybe there's some initiative. No, Seema doesn't find anything on Dubalom. Oh, there's an arrow on Dubalom. This might be it. The Mystical Flare has come out. He's already dead. Now do we have more? There's, oh my god, Reeves. There's no, he's getting shackled. Oh my god, Seema, he wanted that kill on Reeves, but there's another arrow here on what the fucker. Is there any follow-up? No, because Mantis used his ultimate, but in the back, Raccoon also dying. He's getting caught in the fissure by Gasha, so a 2-for-1 trade. And this is again a bad trade because they lose the Ember core just for the attempt to kill Reeves. I don't know. This was not really worth it, and this is of course the opening xGame was looking for. Exactly now, they can go for Roshan. I don't know, maybe there's a scouting arrow. They see him here. They blink on him at least, or actually the Shadow Demon blinked on him. But yeah, this Roshan should go safely down. And this is the first Roshan. This is one of the latest Roshan I've seen. I mean, I casted all the games of the TI on our German channels, but this is one of the latest Roshan. I think at the TI we had one Roshan later than 30 minutes, but that's it. Everything else went just earlier. Here, the 31st minute, Roshan is going down. The Aegis is going to Mantis, and yet he definitely needs that one, because he's dying too often. He has no HP regen as such, only the base regen that comes from studs. He's going for a Manta as a next item. I don't know, I still think, to be honest, Radiance would have been interesting instead of the Yasha, because now with the Yasha gold plus the 1900, I think he would have done his Radiance. And even though this would be a late Radiance, but I mean, we have a Skyref Mage, and we have Roger, all low HP, but oh, what the fucker, being caught out here. He's using the BKB. So, okay, they didn't get the kill, but at least they got one charge of the BKB off. This is now a 9 seconds BKB, not 10 seconds anymore. I guess it's worth it just for the fact that, yeah, he had to use this BKB on spammable abilities, and therefore it should be all good. But 25-25 after this Roshan, definitely a nice lead in experience for XGame, more than 5k. When it comes to gold, it's not moving that fast. Like, look at this, guys. For about 20 minutes, we have really 7k, now 7.5, a bit more, 9k, 9.5 maybe now. It's not moving really fast. So with one big team fight going Cleave's way, it could be still all out. But now Hakon and Kinga. Oh my god, he doesn't. No, he gets the lasso even after it. And now he's definitely down. The question is, Hakon. Oh my god, he's getting used. No Blink Dagger. He's down as well. This is a 2 for 0. This is also a dominating streak here for what the fucker. And I don't know. Now I think they're gonna go for the tier 2 tower. In the mid, we have, of course, the Ember. Maybe a trade tier 1 for tier 2. But Dubalom is already rotating in the mid, trying to slow it down maybe a bit. Do we have Reeves? Reeves with a Master Rewards, not placing them at the tier 2 tower. Cliff is being used by the Dire side. Still not used by... Okay, they're not using this Cliff. Radiant side decide to not use the Cliff, and now... Oh my god. Hakon disconnecting. That's of course not so good. We have to see when he comes back. And whoa. 846 viewers just to see this game. That's pretty amazing. But still, the Russian is just dominating the chat. And it's time for another sip of my beer. Perfect. Na zdrowie. We also see here on the net worth graph that, like, both the cores of XGame, it's pretty hilarious, because if you look at the kills and how often Mantis died, he's 4, 5 and 11, like, still being the second in net worth. That's quite decent. The Ember is on the 3rd place, but also the Ember is one of those candidates who died just way too often for a core where he could have done much better. Which is pretty impressive is actually the Skywrath Mage. He's 8-0 and 6. 8-0 and 6 in this game with so much action. He actually managed to get out of all those clashes all the time. It's pretty sick actually, because that means for him quite a lot of farm. He's the mech carrier for those guys. He has the 4 stuff, and he has of course the arcane boots on the Shadow Demon. We don't have arcanes, so he's the only one who can actually supply decent mana. But of course we have Urn on Shadow Demon, which is also okay-ish. But yeah, the Shadow Demon being the full support bitch he is, so he doesn't really get too much farm anyway. We have to look what is the Ember actually going for. We have the Battle Fury being done, being finished for a long time already, but the Crystallis, this is his new item. Also pretty interesting, like the drums. The drums of the Ember still have 5 charges. It reminds me of my games, because I'm also one of those guys who never use the drum charges, because we always forget to use them. So... Oi. What? Hakon noob. Rage quit. They say. No, my Russian friends. This is not a rage quit. I'm pretty sure it's not. Like, actually none of the players say why he actually disconnected, but well, let's see. We're gonna have we're gonna have soon, pretty much soon, any message from them, why and how, and he's coming back, if he's coming back even. No, actually we don't. Like, I actually thought they say something like, oh, he's back in a minute, or something like that. By the way, for the schedule after this game, I can say this right now, obviously, because you want to know how it continues. It's pretty simple. Like, whoever wins here goes against the winner of the other match, and I think that's also the match we are streaming on HeflaTV too. And that pretty much means you can just stay here. Like, if you cheer for Cleave, if you cheer for XGame, you can stay here. We're gonna stream the next game as well of either team, depending on who wins. I mean, at the moment XGame has an advantage, it's looking all good, But of course Cleave still, they have a nice fighting lineup. They have Ember who can get really, really scary. Also the Mirana not doing too bad. And okay, now you guys need to translate that for me, because Chertov Rakoi, no, Chertov Rakon, Fanatoi Dosyat. Erto Bignum. Oh, okay. That means this is Bignum, and DDoSit, that means DDoSing. But what is... Ah, Yevo. Oh. Now I get it. Okay, my Russian, pretty bad. But yeah, it doesn't matter what they even say. Всё norm. So everything is normal. Everything's okay. He's back. Well, I don't know if that is now Hakon or Bignum or whoever it is. Doesn't really matter. 33 minutes. We continue the game, and let's see what the fucker here is zoning out Sima with just a plasma field, and let's see what they're going next for. I mean, when it comes to towers, like xGame definitely having advantage now. They took all the tier 1 towers and one tier 2 tower already. When we look in the mid, there's still a tier 1 tower on tier 1 tower bottom, also still standing, and Roger, that is very, whoa. That's an awkward position to get found in, because there's no follow-up whatsoever. And I don't know what he's trying to do there. It's not for a ward, because... Oh, Reeves! Did he see him? It's daytime. Yep, and there comes the Hex, but Stampede... Oh, these shackles. So long, but the arrow directly in Reeves' face, and a Demonic Purge, and Mantis directly running in. Unfortunately, Mystic Flare not really on target. Roger is going down. Mantis really low. Dubalom, he's just targeting Disrupted. Oh my god, the H is being used now, of course, on Mantis. He's going down. Barakon coming in, trying to get Dubalom, and yeah, from the back there is Sima. There's a nice stun here by Gasha, but he doesn't have, he has Fissure. Now, if he wants to, Rakon, of course, really low, but the Fissure, it doesn't hit anything. What the fuck, with the ultimate, everything's coming through. Now Mantis using his ultimate, they know exactly where they are, and oh my god, Spectre getting those 2 kills, and the last one here to chase is Sima. He's getting out. Also, the Mirana got out. This was really another bad trade, unfortunately, for Cleave. This is 3 down, and all for the cost only of Reeves and the Batrider. Of course, he was protected by Aegis, so Mantis... I mean, he lost his Aegis. The Aegis was... By the time they engaged in that fight, the Aegis was about 3 minutes due to expire, and... Yeah, I guess it's good that he used it, and 2 supports for those 3 supports on the other side. It's okay-ish. I mean, for Cleave, the upside of this fight is they made it out, but now Reese here, he's looking for something. He wants Kinga. He needs to land that Hex, and this time the Hex is there. Wonderful. The ward's doing so much damage, and with the stun combination of Gasha, easy peasy. A nice core kill after all. That's the Reeves I know when it comes to Rasta. In the mid we have what the fucker, maybe he's getting caught now. Let's see. He's going to the raid. But the problem is, like, the blink initiation on Rasta is so strong, and we don't have anything similar on the other side. Like Shadow Demon, for example, he doesn't even have a 4-staff or anything similar. So finding initiation with him is pretty hard, and finding initiation with only Hakon, guessing somewhere in the trees, it's always a bad idea. Now we have 2 supports going top though, and xGame, they're all heading towards the mid. Oh, there we have a Dubalom here, getting initiated now, the chains as well. Hakon being still stunned, and what the fucker is starting to chip him away, and it definitely works out. So that is another kill for xGame. Sima just came in just with Sleight of Fist and trying to do some harass with everything. Oh, but oh my god, this Mystical Flare again, absolutely off target. Didn't really work out with the double 4-stars they had. Pretty nice. So let's see. I mean, they're still hanging around the tier 2 tower. They still want to find something. There is Lasso soon ready again. It is a level 3 Lasso, 50 seconds cooldown and 15 to cooldown by now, which means if they stay around, I think they could find even more. With Rakon down, they don't have to fear any stuns except for the arrow. But let's see. No, it seems like xGame there just fine. They say like, okay guys, we just got 2 free kills, easy freebies, and therefore we just go out, farm our jungle, clear it, and let's see. But now in the mid, we're actually looking at Seema initiation. No, Dubalom just spreading his Firefly everywhere, just taking out that creep wave, and that's pretty much it. We have to look at Roshan. Roshan, oh well, it still takes some time till Roshan is coming back. So, oh, but he finds Kinga. The problem is Mantis is now there. There's some damage. There is the leap, but in the leap he's getting the hacks. The other shock, that's of course really bad. That's why I love Shackle more than the hacks. They still get the kill, but you saw how close it was. If you would have instantly shackled there, like, you would have held him in place. The Stampede could not have saved him. But this is Kinga dying a second time, and this is it's really bad for Cleave, because their hope was that they get some damage on a Mirana, but look at it. Yasha, Maelstrom, Aquila, 2400 gold on top of it. He just died by Reeves and Gasha. Now again he died by Dubalom, Lasso, into pretty much all of xGame, nuking him down, and the only thing he managed in the meantime was killing one game. Oh, but Reeves going in, there's a hacks and the stun, everything under the mass serpent wards, and that means they can go easily for that tier 2 tower. Tier 2 already being down, and with three heroes down Cleave, they actually have to face now high ground. Yep, high ground it is. We have, of course, the Arcanum Scepter here on What the Fuck. No Refresher Orb. He's not interested in a Refresher Orb, and I don't think they even need it in this game. So all they can do is now Seema can do some harass damage with everything, but he also has to be careful here. What the Fuck are doing some damage, and they're working on the melee Rex. Melee Rex might come out now. There's a Fisher here, Seema, but there is a Lasso ready by Dubalom, but I don't think they want to use it. They just want to get the Rex, and they want to get out. Yep, xGame, they take the mid Rex, and they just go back into farming mode. They're gonna check Roshan on their way back, but Roshan, it's soon, very soon. So let's see if they take Roshan, and let's see if Cleave, if they want to contest this. Roshan spawned right now as I speak, and well, I think xGame could take it. And to be honest, with the advantage they have right now, I also feel they could fight Cleave even in the Rosh Pit if they wanted to. Like, contesting Roshan is definitely an option for Cleave. Maybe they should even try it, but maybe, I don't know, maybe it's also not a good idea, because if Cleave loses the Roshan fight and Roshan goes to xGame plus the Aegis plus winning that fight, I think that's pretty much game, because they can follow up at least with one Rex, and if not a Rex, they have to force up all the buybacks. But looking at the buybacks, that's the problem. Mantis is the only one with a buyback on the entire field. None of the other guys have it, but now we have a smoke. They want to go for Roshan. Roshan is being done here at the moment. What the Fuck, getting quite some damage here. Oh, and there we go. Double stun. Reeves is the first target. Mystical Flare. Mantis already going down. He's using the buyback, using his ultimate at the same time, and now Dubalom with the BKB 3 already down by Cleave, and now they want more. There's the Kiilstofte on the Skywrath mage. It's gonna be him dead. Rakon, he escaped top. He's the lone survivor. So the question is now, xGame, is it Rex or is it Roshan? I think they want to go for more, maybe even tier 4. They know there are no buybacks. Gasha's the only one with a buyback right now. He just got the goal together. This is really bad. We have no mass serpent wards, but the damage, it just should be enough, and they're all disconnecting, so I guess this is a GG call. I guess so. Yeah, Seema calling the GG. They're like, oops, we just DC'd without calling the GG. So, but either way, congrats for xGame. They win the game. I mean, it looked really nice for Cleave at some point. They had a really nice fighting lineup and everything, but xGame just farming better, getting the Roshan, getting the fights, and then also turning the fights their way. And with Mantis having that buyback. Like, if Mantis did not have this buyback in this fight would have gone another way. But he had, as the only one on the pitch, he had the buyback, and therefore easy going. This was also, by the way, with the freshly acquired Radiance. This is the latest Radiance I've seen in a long time. This was a 40-something. This was a 40-minute Radiance, by the way. So really late. But it doesn't really matter. xGame, they won, and we go into the next game. xGame is gonna meet I have to actually look up who's the winner. I'm gonna keep you posted, but we're going back in the waiting screen. Hold on, xGame versus to be determined in just a second.